Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom from SBR Picks. Two top four teams go head-to-head in the Premier League's biggest match of the weekend. Chelsea are predicted to win this year's Premier League and currently sitting top of the league board with 5 wins and 1 draw to their name. They look on course to be living up to their reputation. How will this match pay out? Well, joining us now to run through this match from a betting perspective is Stuart from BetAdvisor.com. Stuart, thanks for being here today.
Hi, Natalie.
Now, both teams come from Champions League commitments, with Arsenal's being played at home. Does this give them a slight advantage?
It gives them a slight advantage because they haven't needed to do the travelling this week. But I would put it as very, very slight. Both sides should be pretty used to this kind of Champions League schedule. And also Arsenal were on the run of some pretty hard matches. They've also played the North London derby last weekend. And that was not an easy game to get through. So they could be feeling that.
Now, in their last head-to-head towards the end of last season, the Blues annihilated the Gunners with a 6-0 defeat at Stamford Bridge. Would you say this could be seen as a revenge match for the Gunners?
You could very much say it could be seen as a revenge match. I'm certainly not expecting to see anything like that again. Obviously, the red card didn't help, and I think Arsene Wenger will be telling his players that they need to have 11 men on the pitch to compete properly.
Well, looking at the three-way line here, Chelsea are priced 1.7, the draw's priced 3.9, and Arsenal's priced 5.58. Do you see any value on the home win, and is that where you're leaning towards?
Well, if you can get 1.7, there's a little bit of value there, but it is a London derby, and I think it's going to be somewhat difficult to try and get the win in this one. I would personally be looking elsewhere.
Okay. Well, Chelsea are the highest scorers in the league right now, almost double the second highest scorers, coming in at 19 there. Would you lean towards the over 2.5 goals, which is priced quite conservatively here, at 1.9, or towards the under 2.5 goals, priced at 2.1?
Well, if I was, then I'd be agreeing with Jason Mills because he's actually gone for the over 2.5. Personally, I think it's going to be a little bit of a tighter game than that. Chelsea are doing extremely well in terms of goal scoring this season. They brought in Cesc Fabregas, who's provided that kind of creative spark in midfield. And they've also brought in Diego Costa, who's filled the goals up front that they were really missing last season when they had Fernando Torres and Barr and everyone else, the few players they tried out, it really didn't work for them. And Diego Costa certainly seems to have filled that void and is doing a very good job.
Well, if you think that Chelsea can win and you think that we're going to have the over 2.5 goals here, you can obviously combine those, and that gives you odds of 2.4. But one bet here, Stuart, is Chelsea to score over 1.5 goals by themselves, and that's priced at 1.7. Although, would you then suggest if you were going for goals in this match, is it better to just stick with the over 2.5 goals combined?
Difficult. I'm not really a big fan of the combination bets, as you know, but I think the odds on the other side are a little bit too low. In fact, I think the odds for both bets are too low. I definitely want a bit more than that if I was going to be tempted.
Okay, well, another betting market here is to look to both teams scoring, and that's priced at 1.78. Can you see both teams scoring in this match?
Well, they certainly both have goal scorers. We saw in midweek, Danny Welbeck got a hat-trick. We've seen Diego Costa do extremely well this season. So, yeah, it's a possibility. I think it's going to be quite a tight game, though. Yeah. Mourinho isn't the kind of person who sets up his sides to attack and leave massive holes at the back. And despite the fact John Terry's made a few mistakes this season and a few last season, I don't see them being too defensively weak. In fact, I see them being quite solid in this game.
Well, this leads us to, Stuart, what are the top tips here that you have for us today for betting this match?
Well, as I said, we talked to our Premier League specialist, and he agrees with you. Jason Mills is going for over 2.5 goals. That's around 1.8 with BetVictor, which I think, again, BetVictor's doing very well with the odds recently. Personally, I'm going the other way. I'm going to oppose both you and Jason Mills, and I'm going for under 2.5 goals because I think this is going to be a tight game. That's also at 1.8 with BetVictor.
All right, so let's see who's right on this one. Stuart is from BetAdvisor.com, a multi-sport, multi-tipster platform. And if you want to check out their website and the services they offer, simply click the logo on the top right of the screen there. Stuart, thanks for joining us.
Anytime.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. A real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. And do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.